Hey, Rome Alliance Church. John and I were traveling back from district conference, and we were able to bring the ICUS with us. And as we're traveling back, we were able to hear what's next for the ICUS when they go back to Bosnia. And so we just wanted to let you in on that conversation as we as a church help out with their rent and church planting. And so, Kathy, why don't you let our church, what's next for you when you go back to Bosnia?
Yeah. Hey, everybody. Thanks, first of all, for a free ride to district conference. We appreciate that. Second, thank you for giving to the fund that helps pay our rent. And as we look at going back to Bosnia, we're thinking about places we're going to be living, and that's a big prayer request that we'll find the right place. But it makes us feel so much better knowing that we've got money to pay for an apartment when we do find it. So thank you very much for providing that. Right now, we're kind of between two cities of where we're going to live, and that's just a legal, depending on what the government says. But we'll either be in Zenica, which is where we lived before, or we'll be in this new town of Kakan, which is where we've been leading a home group. And Mark's going to tell you what we hope will develop next there.
Well, actually, I was going to say that because you gave faithfully to our rent in the past, and even during COVID, Kathy and I were able to pay our rent on time, that we already got a phone call from one of our previous landlords saying, please come back to Bosnia. And with the other one, where we lived when we left last July, as we left, said, we have a place for you if you come back to Zenica. So they really appreciate the fact that we are able to pay our rent and we're able to pay it on time. And we appreciate the fact that you make that possible.
That's right.
One of the things that we might do in Kakan is to start service among the Roma people. 20 years ago, there was a regular weekly service in that town. And then just because of life happening to some of the key families there, that service stopped. Our last term, Kathy and I were visiting for every month to do a house group there. And so we're just praying to see, is it time to start a new service?
Thanks, church, for giving to the Great Commission Fund through not only the rent, but also as the ICUS prepare to go back, and some of the new works that are going to take place alongside the Roma people, and how when we continue to give to church planting, we get to be a part of what the ICUS are going to be doing over the next couple of years in Bosnia. It's going to be great to be able to share these updates. So thank you, church, for giving, and thank you for being a part of what God's doing around the world.